when that wave breaks, the crest of the wave is about to come crashing down in your face and push you right down to the bottom of the ocean. You've got two options. Number one, you're going to let it punch you in the face and drag you down to the bottom of the ocean. Or, I'll give you the other one in a minute. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I'm your host, James Borman. And if you are coming through, please do let me know. And in the comments, I want you to let me know what you're doing at the weekend. We're a community of guys. Let's see what we're all up to. So, I'm on my 5th half marathon in a row. Last week, as a lot of you saw, I was up at the Belfry doing a business mastermind. And there wasn't a lot of opportunity to train like I like to train. So I thought I'd rectify that this week by a little challenge of 5 half marathons, and we're going to be finishing that off today. So anyway, last week I was up at the Belfry and I posted up this, and it's kind of exposed slightly because I was asked, we went round and they asked everybody what their number one issue is in their business. And for me, it was me. You know, I was the biggest problem in my business. This in here. And I am somebody that needs certainty. That needs certainty. I have to have certainty. And I'm working on that. And I'll tell you how in a minute. So when I was in the military, when you are in the military, you go through a process. You're rewired to the hardened core about things being certain, drilled. Sorry, I keep moving the camera. But, and you're wired to a way that everything has to almost be immaculate. Everything has to be certain. Whether it's planning a mission, planning a patrol, whether it's doing a recce, doing a tack, doing an inspection, and everything is certain. Like, the military offers you a large amount of certainty, and having been a sniper as well, it was almost 10x that with being meticulous with those numbers and certainty in the ground that I was covering when I was on patrol. So that's the way my mind always works. So when I come out, fast forward 10 years, fucking hell, I've been out of the military 10 years this September. I'm still there. I'm still there. And if things are not certain for me, the visualization of the wave coming crashing down is how I feel my life is. So I'm sitting there in the sea, this great big wave is about to come crashing down on me. Because when I don't feel certainty, it comes with a chest of emotions. Those emotions are frustration, stress, confusion, overwhelm, fear, just a chest of emotions, vulnerability. You know, if most men were open, drop their ego, they know that they would feel vulnerability. So when things are not certain, I feel vulnerable. And what can happen is that wave comes crashing in, it affects me and everyone else around me. So the way that I've come up with a concept to be able to deal with that, and this is the other option from the intro to the video, you can even allow that wave to come crashing in on you. Pow, straight in. And we deal with all the emotions, and every other person around you has to deal with them. Well, you can be like that surfer. Now, on Instagram, this is where I got it from. I love surfing. I love the culture of surfing. I love the ocean. I love the sea. I love the sun. I love the hot surfer chicks. And I watch a lot of the surfers when a huge wave's coming in. And they lie down on the surfboard. And they just slip under this angry wave. Smooth. And the wave, you can see it just goes right over the top of them. And that was an analogy, a mantra, a vision, a coping mechanism that I thought of how I was going to handle my biggest issue, which was certainty. So whenever I felt uncertain, instead of mounting it up to be this huge wave that would allow it to crash into me, I would simply slip underneath it and continue with my day. And that means changing the pattern, changing the thought process about how and that relationship with certainty and the way that I reacted. Now for you, it could be something else. It could be fear of judgment. It could be low self-esteem. It could be low confidence. So when you feel those emotions and you feel vulnerable, the wave comes in and it crashes on you and it fucking drags you down, or you slip under the wave. And that's what I almost want you to start thinking about doing. When you start feeling the triggers and the sensations, and you can feel it building, I want you to think about just slipping under that wave. And that means recognize and visually seeing the trigger, i.e. visually and seeing the wave, and reacting. Being proactive is a better word. Rather than last minute it crashing into you, you're proactive. You can see it coming, so you prepare yourself in some way, shape or form, finding elements of control, reassuring yourself, picking yourself back up, going for a run, doing exercise, writing something down in your journal, recognizing your huge wins, and you fight back almost. But you just slip under the wave. And I think the more that you slip under the wave, the more you learn the technique, the more you can see it coming, the better you can handle yourself and react to that. And like anything, you start rewiring your mind. I have to rewire my mind at the military. It's been dormant for so long. I've allowed it to consume me for so long. And it ends up taking over my life. So I'm in a process, a journey right now, where I'm practicing to slip under that wave, like the surfers do, when they're out in the ocean. I'm watching it, I'm recognising the signs, I'm processing it, I'm taking a few deep breaths, slowing the heart rate, thinking about it clearly rather than becoming chaotic and vulnerable. You'll still be vulnerable, but just in a more controlled sense. Anyway, I hope that helps as you're going into the weekend. And this is what we do when we work with guys. We help guys gain that control, gain that consistency, gain that clarity over on a 28-day program. And we are running a 28-day program. The next one is mid-June. And we're running an early bird, which ends, I've got 10 places. I think 4 have gone. I put it out this morning, so they're not going to last long, those places. And if you want to join us, if you want to learn to slip under the wave, there's a link up on here. Go and read the written post. Check out the brochure and come and work on yourself. You know, if now is the time, if now, not now, when? And learn to slip those waves and dodge them impacting into your lives. So you can keep on top of them and keep your head up, keep yourself afloat and keep breathing. Listen, I'll see you over the weekend. Have a great day. See you soon.